Hi, my name is Nelle and today I will make a hood to be used in the Viking market, whatever, Viking time. There is no textile findings of hoods from 700 to 11th century. And the first one that there is remains of is this one, as you might know. This is from Skjoldehamn. It's two square, no not square, two rectangular pieces almost, and a square in the front and a square in the back. And here's missing two strings to tie in the neck. But this is the original found from Skjoldehamn. With the seams. I'll take a close-up of this. It's just bent in once, overcast over a fluffy, not so hard spun thread. So when I use it or when I wash it, that thread will felt and make the edges strong. And it's the same inside, you see here. It's maybe not nice, but it's how it was. And it works. And then if we go a little longer up in time, so 12th century, 13th century, this is from Herefnes in Greenland, the Norse population up there, and that is 200 years after the Viking time, and it's a hood that are really practical. Actually, I will take it off. I like I like this because this tail is not to put in your belt as described some places, or you maybe can, but it is to take around your neck. And make it really nice and tight up here. Super nice. So that thing here has a function. It had to be long. There is some finds in Hedeby that shows a shape similar to this with a little thicker tail up here, and it's riveted off. It might be a hood, but I don't think so, and many with me don't think so. It looks more like something from a tunic, maybe a child's tunic. But there is some drawings and wood carvings of something looking like a hood with something like this behind. That is the closest we have from a hood from Viking time. But I'm quite sure they would all have it, especially because they don't have a cloak with the hood on it. They might need something here, and I tell you, this has saved. This one is the first one I made 25 years ago, and that is too big in this part, but it has saved me on so many Viking markets. And it was taken from the Skjoldehamn. I just made this part bigger, and I'm really happy for this. And my children, I have many children that has joined me for markets, and I don't have children complaining because they are always warm here where they are always cold. They even use it in the kindergarten here, so it's a good, it's a very good headwear. In Hyderabad there's found those small pillow box hats. They are also good for the head, but they are not good for here, from here. And if you look on the Roosevelt tapestry, I have it here, that's why I point it. It seems like there is something up here, and these hoods, you have to make them so big that you can take this one down here. Then you're also good and warm. And it's easy to work in also, because you're warm up here. But I will make a hood, and I will call it a Viking hood. Because I think they had one. So it will be a mixture of those two. Yeah, I will make it with a long tail. I have a very nice fabric leftovers from this, and of course it's again hand woven wool. You cannot see it because it's filled quite much. It's heavy. It's 500 grams per square meter, and this is diamond twill. You can hardly see it, but it's really nice proper wool that I have dyed with indigo. And this time I've dyed good, so it's not dyeing my hands blue also. You see on this one from Greenland, on this side it is one piece that goes out here and there and up. And on the back side it's the same, but I didn't have enough. So I put in a triangle here, and that you see often in the finds that things are put in. Also here there's an extra gusset or godet or what you will call it added, and I just think it's nice. You see, I have even three here. You can see there's one here, a little one there. It also makes it more interesting to sew it. So we'll see what ends up. The important thing here, when you take if you download my pattern sheet, you don't have to, but if you do, the important width is this one, because you have to be able to take it down there. So I have put on the pattern sheet, I have put this sizes on in centimeter or inch, and that is important. It is this measurement, of course. And do that for children too. So that's what the important thing after that. Of course this is important, and it's really not this circumstances. It is this. So you can take it down there. But I think you'll be able to do it with the pattern sheet. I hope so. So what is important is to keep this space up here. How deep you make it, I don't think they were as deep as my first one. It's not that practical either, as long as it go out over the shoulder. So if it's raining, it protects you a little. Then you can have it square or round, or I think whatever you like. Don't be so hard on that. So we'll see what it ends up with here. So I have cut out now because my fabric is as it is, it's not big enough so I can have a fold here. So I will have an extra seam up here, which is so like this actually also here in the Skjoldehamn. It's quite funny. There's a seam here on the top, it will be on mine too, and then after they have sewn several stitches over here to shape it a little. So that sits, normally if you don't do that, you will have this thing up here open. It's annoying. So it's a good idea to make that extra line. So now this fits to my fabric with the fold there and there. Okay, this one first. 1 centimeter seam allowance all over. one is going in there, and this one is going in. This one is going in. This one is going in there, and this one is going in there. The first thing I sew is the top and the back. This long thing, the tail, will make in the end. So running stitches, running stitches. See you in a minute. So now I have sewn forward stitches and forward stitches to up and down, and now I spread them to each side and just make overcast stitches here. Okay. I spread them out so I make an overcast stitch on both sides because it's quite thick, this fabric. You see, all the way up and all the way down. So this is done like this was done like this, and also this little piece in front I do the same way. And after that we should put in those in the front and in the back. So now the seams are sewn and I should put in this triangle in the back. The same seam as this one. And the same with the little one in the front. Forward stitches and then spread out the seam and overcast like here. Also on this on the front. So now it's beginning to look like a hood. And before I put this one on, I will just show you how to do this technique with the loose spun thread. I use that here and also around the face. So you find it shall be, it's best if it is one ply, loose spun. Can be thick, that's okay. It's just important that it is loose. And then you have your normal sewing thread also. And so I will only bend it once. So the loose edge are here. Then first I will put this on. And then I have this under. So simply overcast over it. See? Quite dense, not so long stitches. I think I have maybe 2 millimeter in between. And really this extra woolen thread, loose spun, it is lying on the edge or 2 millimeters from the edge. That is found on many textile pieces, you see? What will happen is when I wear it, and especially when I wash it, this thread will felt. So it will go into the, what's it called, ravelling? and felt it all together. So this will be a very stable, good seam. See? All the way around, down and here. And after that I would put on this, I'll sew this tail and sew that on. That will be the last thing to do. So I want the tail to be at least 70 centimeter. 70, yeah, that's perfect for this piece. So I measure up here where it should be added. This is 6, which means 12 plus seam allowance. So at least 70, 75 is this will be good. So I said, what did I say? 6, what's that then? Yeah. 6 plus seam allowance, 1 maybe, 12, 13. Then I can take it a little in. And now you can take it like this and sew it and turn it around. I think that's difficult to do. So what I do, I simply sew it from outside. So I put the edges first. I forget the top. Them I will take in the end. Maybe 5 centimeter down. I'll just put it on together. Oh. And then I sew and then I sew from outside, so I don't have to turn it after. So I put the seam allowance in. So this is the right side of it. So I sew what I call it a macro stitch. Some call it an invincible stitch. That's actually also found some places from Viking time. You sew like this. So you go always directly on the other side and along that seam allowance, and then you go directly over and along the other seam allowance. And then you pull it all together, but I will show you. I'll try to open it and you can see it. You see? I go do, 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 do. And then I can pull it all together like that, all the way down. That I do before I put it on the, I think it's easiest before I put it on the hood. It's actually much faster than making a seam inside and turn it around. Also because when you turn this long one around, the thread will often break. Put it this way. See? After that, I put it inside, and then I make simply sew it on and finish the little piece here, like this. And then it's done. It's super comfy. Very nice. You're always warm up here and it's easy to work anyway. It's a really nice one. And of course also for children. But with children I will leave out the tail. It's too dangerous. So, have a nice warm Viking market summer.